Hey, what's up? This is Dad and my man petzergling, and we're doing the second game of MSL Group A. This is Magma versus Zero. First game, BC versus Savior, we just saw. It was a wicked game, and we'll probably have a few more thoughts on that. But this game, Magma versus Zero, it's being played on Carthrage something. It's a ZVZ, and it's probably going to be a pretty exciting game.
Okay. Yeah, there's not gonna be any cannons killing Zerglings or any fucking Corsairs. No, not exciting at all. No fucking overpowered zealot. What? These units are balanced.
Well, dude, I'm really gonna go ahead and predict
ever.
Zerg is gonna take this one. That's just what I'm going out and say the Zerg is gonna take this one.
You know, I'm gonna disagree with you. I'm gonna say Zerg is gonna lose this. I don't think.
I mean, I haven't seen the ZVZ stats for this map, but I think Zerg is looking pretty strong. That's just, you know.
I'm gonna sink it in 2, 1, 0. Yeah, dude. And Carthrage, this is actually the first game played on it, so I think it's a Terran favored map, just because every map is a Terran favored map.
So they're probably both.
We got Zero in the yellow, Zerg in the upper left, and we got Magma in his suitable red color in the bottom right. And you know, I think this game should really be renamed. It's not Magma versus Zero. It's a person that's gonna lose to Savior versus person that's gonna lose to Bisu. Because I don't think really either of these people are relevant to this group. Now that I see that Savior's in his form and is playing, you know, pretty well, I can't really see. You know, his ZVZ isn't amazing. Sure, it isn't his revolutionary 3-hatch muta or his Bisu-able ZVP, but I mean, it's still good enough to beat fucking Zero.
Still good enough to beat who and what? Who are these guys?
Somebody. Some guy that doesn't have a name.
Yeah, well, Magma actually has been around for a while. He's been a pro league player for Eastro for a long time. He just hasn't managed to break into the individual leagues really and have any kind of success. And it's not really going to happen here either. I can't really see him beating Bisu or Savior.
No, he's actually a very good pro league player. I pulled up his stats. He's actually 1-4 this season with a 20% win ratio. So this is Magma, I would say, definitely an up-and-coming Zerg. I mean, pretty sure he's going to break top 100 in the Kesper ratings here pretty soon. And it looks like Magma's going to go
for a Zerg player these days.
Dang,
pretty strong.
That's pretty good. What is Magma doing? It looks like he's drone scouting. At first, I actually was not paying attention to this game whatsoever. Looks like 12 pool from Zero. And I guess Magma's... okay. So I guess that one expansion isn't a gas expansion. So 12 hatch. Zero isn't going for 12 pool. So both of these players 12 hatching. And usually you see some really different builds on new maps. Simply because, I mean, the pro gamers just don't have enough practice on it. So you don't see, you know, if you see a rush build, it's going to be an all-in cheese build. It's not going to be like, you know, some kind of special timing rush or standard play. And so this 12 hatch really doesn't surprise me. Because, I mean, if they go for, you know, a early rush build, it's going to be something ridiculous. Which I've never actually seen this pro gamer do a 4-pool sunken rush in ZVZ. Something you usually see in ICO. Yeah, but he's July. He's fat. He's the fucking man.
That's true. He is July. He won too. He 4-pooled Jew, I think it was JJU. I don't know what to call that guy. Juju, 2 Jews, double Jew. He 4-pooled Juju a couple of years ago, and Juju was not very impressed. But he won the game.
that one guy 4 years ago in that one game on BattleNet. Yeah.
No, man. It was
you know what I think is really cute? Look where Magma put his 12 hatch. That was manly. I see what he did there. He put his hatch in the other gas expansion. So you see how Zero scouted that? And he scouted that Magma didn't 12 hatch. And Magma knows he 12 hatched.
Yeah, what a baller.
But, yeah, I mean...
But this is going to make it harder to defend, though.
It probably took him at least 3 days to practice that 12 hatch at proxy location. Just because, you know, he's just a baller. Probably spent at least 30 hours perfecting that, sending his drone out 2 minutes earlier.
Not only that, but it still took him like 3 hours to build. I don't know if you noticed, but like when he sent the drone out and had to travel for a while, and then when it got there, it actually sat for a good like 5 seconds doing nothing. It was like, to my great confusion,
I think he needed some more practice time.
Looks like I thought he didn't practice the map for a second, and he was just scouting another scouting position. Like, hey, he's not here. What's going on?
It's like if people are gonna do an I-Cup in a couple days. Oh my god, Carthrage! I'm gonna do this expand build that Magma did in the MSL. Wow, Zero's building a lot of Zergling. I think Zero, well, I guess I can't really see Magma's Zergling count because he's got his 2 hatcheries spread out, so I haven't seen his stuff in full. I think he's trying to scare Zero here. I think Zero really thinks that Magma went for a not 12 hatch.
No, I mean if you look at the mini-map, look at the area around the expansion. You see there's no lines leading there. I really don't think he spotted it yet.
Yeah.
Like, there's just the field of view from the hatch. That's a lot of Zerglings, man.
Oh, that was a good move there.
Oh, Jesus.
Zero's really scared. Zero really thinks that Magma didn't go for a 12 hatch here. This is crazy, but Magma's arc is kind of screwed up. I have to imagine Zero's going to take this battle. Wow, this is going to be really close.
I mean, good defensive position from Zero.
Yeah.
I mean, Zero was surprised because I don't think he expected that many Zerglings to be produced from one hatchery. Or I don't know if he could tell. That
he has to know what he's doing right now. He sees,
has to figure it out.
I mean, but still, he has to keep his Overlord on the main to see if he leaves any drones. You know, I'm assuming that he knows that expansion's there. You know, even though he didn't see it. I mean, it's not like he thinks he's playing against some D guy who just does terrible layer tag. Like, he has to know that he has a hatchery somewhere.
Yeah, he must have figured it out.
I have to imagine that Zero's ahead a little bit here. Yeah. But Zero's got to be ahead a little bit here because, 1, he didn't build that hatchery so far away from his main. And 2, I think he really pulled ahead at least a pair of Zerglings. And I think Magma got 1 drone there.
No, more.
But, yeah. At least 2. So, I mean, he at least has a small advantage. I don't think it was that big, but I mean, it's ZBZ. And usually we see players do here is instead of building more Zerglings when it's this close to Spire, they just build a couple extra drones. And they, you know, eventually he'll be able to put down that 3rd hatch. And we see Zero still actually hasn't built that extractor. I guess, you know, he knows a lot more about ZBZ than I do, so he probably doesn't need it now for his mutas. He's probably been saving gas for quite a while. Yeah, I would hope he knows more about ZBZ.
You never know. I mean, I haven't really seen this guy play ZBZ before.
Yeah, I actually taught Zero how to play ZBZ.
Oh yeah, word. That's probably why he's gonna lose this game. But I mean,
ouch.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, this is kind of a strange game because Magma hasn't started mining at all from that hatchery, and it looks like their mutalist timing is equal. But Magma he kept making lings. I mean, he's been making lings this whole time. He's got a really high ling count. But Zero has a sunken colony, and they both have mutts at this point. So I don't know what those Zerglings are going to do. I think Magma's definitely behind in drone count, just given the fact that, I mean, he hasn't had anything mining there. And he also definitely had more Zerglings than Zero did when he attacked, and still lost the attack. So I mean, I'll do the math there. That must put him behind.
Yeah, it's really up to muta engagement here. Let's see how Magma. Oh, good pick off there. Yeah, he got that Scourge. He got another one. So I think Zero definitely has the lead here. He lands his Scourge. I think Zero landed a couple Scourge there, and he picked off Magma's. Yeah, so I think Zero definitely has the muta count lead as well as the drone count lead. So I'm guessing that Magma's going to do something weird here. Yeah, it's CBC. Don't even know what's happening until the last 3 seconds of the game. But it really looks like, I think Magma's going to start making a lot more Zergling. I mean, we see now that Zero has that drone lead, he can produce almost pure mutas, where, like, you can see at Magma's expansion, he's still building drones. Like you said, he had no drones there, and he had to build that extractor. It looks like Magma's moving in here now, but that Zergling did a good job spotting those mutas. And see, now he had to move back. It's really all about muta position, and, you know, he got his muta spotted, so he needs to kind of go back in the darkness there and re-engage.
Also, they're also constantly building more mutts and more Scourges, so whoever engages closer to their base is gonna have an advantage, right? Because Magma hasn't had time to bring the mutts that he just made all the way up there. Do you know what I mean? But whereas Zero.
Yeah, no, exactly, yeah. But it seems like Magma's really being the aggressor here, even though he never really did. You know, he doesn't really have a reason to be the aggressor. I guess he's just looking for an opening. I think Magma really thinks that he's the better player here. And he's just, you know, just like you said, he has the disadvantage because he's not fighting at his base, even though they went for the same opening. So, I mean, he's really looking
for... He's just sweating balls because he's behind. And
yeah.
He needs to do something, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
I mean,
I don't think he's that far behind.
He's not, but Zero definitely got the extractor up before he did, and he got the drones in there. And I mean, at this rate, eventually Zero is gonna out-noodle him, I think. I mean, I can't actually tell. But...
Oh, he's gonna start losing Zerg.
Oh, good pickoff.
That's gonna hurt.
A whole bunch of scourges go
wow,
down.
both
I mean,
micro from both players. I don't know if any of those scourges landed.
Yeah, but that was a lot of scourges, man. That he just lost. I don't think any of them landed. This is really close. I don't know.
It's like both players have been. Magma didn't have those three mutas there. They just came out.
Yeah.
I think Zero had the advantage of getting in that battle. Yeah.
This is really tight. Oh man, nice scourges. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be it. I think this is over. Yeah.
Zero. Yeah. Wow.
Nice,
Zero
nice
has it.
scourging. He's got the Zerg.
GG. Magma gives it up right there.
GG. Magma. Too bad.
Alright, let's try and wrap it up real quick. Let's go 15 seconds so we can keep it in one video. 10 seconds of last thoughts. www.2009msl.com.
I heard that's a great website. Everyone check it out.
Yeah, see you in set 3.
I've been hearing big things about